Yeah, well, we'll talk more about him next segment. We'll talk more
about
him,
dear leader Vladimir Putin.
Yes, I'm sure in a little bit. But no. So back to as we were saying, the Browns. So they hired this coach. The guys in the interviews: Joe Banner, Michael Lombardi. Joe Banner and Michael Lombardi. A lot of guys did not want to interview for them. A lot of guys did not like them. Well, either or. The two were fighting each other, too.
Neither of them are particularly likable people.
Not really. But Banner went to Denison, so I like him a little more.
I was a big Banner fan. I was really excited. Hey, a Denison grad is working for the Browns. I loved it. He had some successful years with the Eagles.
I liked it, too. However, what really got me was his best friend, they both got to the top. His best friend went behind his back and fired him.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because there was a reason to fire him.
That's true.
That's the issue here. There was a reason that he deserved to be fired, and it must have been a huge reason because you don't just go and fire your best friend. So, the Browns decided to have Banner and Lombardi hire their coach. About 2 weeks later, there's a meeting. There's a meeting happening. There's rumblings. It's in the middle of a meeting. James Haslam III.
Uh-huh.
He who somehow is not yet in jail. Yet. He walks in. Joey, Mikey, pack your bags, pack your things, you out of here.
No, that's not what happened.
That's what I heard happened.
What happened was Jimmy Haslam and Joe Banner got together and they decided to streamline the front office.
Jimmy Haslam and Joe Banner decided this.
Yeah, Jimmy Haslam. Who did I say?
You said Jimmy Haslam and Joe Banner.
Yeah, Jimmy Haslam and Joe Banner got together and decided to streamline the office.
Okay.
Streamline the office by firing Joe Banner and Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam. Lombardi.
So I don't know what you're. I'm so confused because you're saying that Haslam and Banner worked together to fire Lombardi, but Haslam fired Lombardi and Banner.
That's what Jimmy Haslam's saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's the Browns. Does any...
Wait for it. I'm sorry, I was late on that.
No, seriously.
Touchscreen right next to me would be easier, but...
That is the official story that Jimmy Haslam has fed us. He's fed us trash since he moved to Cleveland, but that is what the story he's given us, is that him and Joe Banner got together and essentially decided to fire Joe Banner. Basically, Joe Banner fired himself, according to the official story by Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah, Joe Banner fired himself.
That's the story.
That's the story. That's the story, and that's what he's going to stick with. I can imagine this. I can imagine him. Like this is probably Jimmy. He's like, Mr. Banner, I cannot deal with this anymore. I cannot deal with this losing. I cannot deal with that, with everyone hating you.
Y'all's got to fire yourself.
Take a message.
Cook.
Take a message. I want you two gone. Mike, gone.
My pappy told me if you done get results in the first year, your year and a month, you got to fire your main people. That's what my pappy told me.
All I know is, so Ray Farmer, the assistant GM, who was not in any of the coaching interviews, did not hire Pettin, did not interview anyone. He's now the GM. He's now in charge.
Because why not?
Because why not?
Although, from what I hear, everybody in the league really, really respects Ray Farmer.
And
he's
that's
considered to be very intelligent, very detail-oriented, a great personnel man.
Yeah, and see, what people forget is Mike Lombardi started here as the director of pro personnel. He was promoted to GM.
Mistake.
So and it wasn't really a promotion, it was just a title change, so that they could hire Ray Farmer as assistant GM because everyone was so impressed with Ray Farmer. That was the only way to hire him away. And we don't know if anything was known, but somehow Ray Farmer, he could have gotten the Miami Dolphins GM job.
And for some reason, he turns that down.
Yes.
Why would you turn down a promotion?
What is also so interesting is that he was at the Senior Bowl.
Was he?
Yes. Not Banner, not Lombardi. Farmer.
See, I think something went down a while ago.
I think so. I mean, it's possible. It's highly possible. I don't know. We don't know. We know nothing. Just like we don't know.
We're like Jimmy Haslam. We know nothing.
There's this so-called coquinus story. that invades, especially ESPN Cleveland. It's
Mangini and Kokinas or Kokinas.
It's the story of the Kokinas era. Which didn't last very long. No one knew who he was.
It lasted longer than it should have.
All we know is that he was taken out in handcuffs. That's pretty much all we know. Is that he was taken out from Berea in handcuffs.
Well, that's what happens when your head coach hires your GM.
That's what happens when you're the Cleveland Browns. I'm proud of that one. But seriously, it was embarrassing. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. There's no other way of saying it, right? It was embarrassing, and now we don't know if the coach is going to stay because
he's going to stay.
Okay, now also we have a vacant CEO position. Do you know who that's going to be?
Jimmy Haslam?
No.
Who?
It's going to be vacant for the next season.
No one's going to fill the CEO position. Jimmy Haslam's already said himself that he's going to step in and act as the CEO.
For now. Until.
Okay.
Until. Peyton Manning, your future Browns CEO, everybody. Peyton Manning. Neck surgeries and all. Peyton Manning, your next Browns CEO. He and Jimmy, BFFs. Truly.
See?
And guess what? Peyton Manning, he's going to play one more year, break Favre's all-time touchdown record, retire, hopefully with another ring. That's probably not going to happen, especially with the way that he got demolished in the last Super Bowl and the way that Seattle's going to be better. But after that, he's going to retire, and he's going to take over as CEO of the Cleveland Browns. I kid you not.
I don't buy it.
Jimmy Haslam is a benefactor at the University of Tennessee. Where did Peyton Manning play his college football?
University of Tennessee.
They're good buddies. I'm telling you. I promise you this. I'm telling you, it's going to be either that, or they're going to fire Mike Pettin after this season.
And hire Peyton Manning as head coach.
Yes.
I heard this before they hired Pettin.
It's possible.
I read about it before they hired Pettin. They said that this whole little thing that they're doing, it's all a plan of Jimmy Haslam's. They're going to hire Peyton Manning as head coach.
Possible.
Honestly, you know what I think is going to happen? I think next year they're going to stink.
Wow! That's just bold. That is bold.
Listen. They're going to stink next year. They're going to fire not Pettin. They're going to fire Shanahan because we all know how great that hire was.
I mean, if it gets us I don't want Kirk Cousins. If it gets us a good quarterback, I'll be fine with that.
It's not going to get us a good quarterback. They're going to fire Shanahan, and what they're going to do, they're going to bring in Peyton Manning as the offensive coordinator for a year so he can learn how to coach, and then Pettin's gone.
I don't think that's how it'll happen. I think it'll be like Jason Kidd in Brooklyn, excuse me.
Because that's working out so well right now.
Hey, he had a great day where he had his drink on the court and the player ran into him and spilled it. It was vintage.
Jason Kidd. Hey, run into me, man.
Yeah. Hey, got him an extra timeout, didn't it?
Yeah, got him fine, too.
Who cares? You got the extra timeout. You got to do all you can if you're a head coach in the NBA because apparently you're so needing of timeouts because you have like 4 of them left in the last 2 minutes.
Well, they got a lot of older players. They need a little more time to catch their breath. Them just be fighting words. Let's talk about that third Cleveland franchise. Not talking about the Gladiators. Not talking about the City Stars. Why, they both have the same chance of winning the NBA title this year?
As the Cleveland Cavaliers, yes. Yes, sir. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
As let's see if I can find this.
You know, All-Star Weekend, that's a pretty exciting time for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he can
shoot 3-point shots again and again and again and again because that's what Kyrie Irving does. He shoots the ball when he shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's whatever. It's the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
He can do whatever he wants to.
And it doesn't matter.
Man, I can't find this. Darn it. I wanted to play this. It's let's see if I can let's see if I can pull up the exact quote. It is from one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people.
Oh, boy.
Let's see if I can find it here. Who? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's rough. Kyrie Irving, Mr. Oh, wait, let me play this first. Big Red Sports Talk. Breaking news. Well, let's see here. Kyrie Irving, Mr. I'm going to win back-to-back three-point shootouts. I'm going to win 3 in a row just like Larry Bird.
Good for him.
Finished 4th.
Might as well win something. Oh, he finished 4th.
Yes, he finished 4th. You know what? Kyrie? This is for you. That's what you deserve. You talk the talk, walk the stinking walk.
He's never done that in his entire career. He's not going to start.
That's true. He's always injured. But I digress a little bit. At least.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find this. So the Cavs fired their GM, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they ended up winning 4 games in a row, right?
Wow.
Let's see.
The first time since 2010.
As Sheldon Cooper would say, quote, this would be one of those circumstances that people unfamiliar with the law of large numbers would call a coincidence. End quote. Steven, why would you get over here and hit that? That hurts.
You just booed your own joke. Good for you, mate.
I couldn't resist. It was bad. Even I knew it. If I'm booing my own joke, it has to be bad. But, like I said, I don't think it's... I think it's kind of coincidence. Really. There's no... The GM has no control. All that I know David Griffin, the new acting GM, said, all I know he said was... We're not trading either of you, Kyrie or Dion, so you two need to start working together. That's all I know he said.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think everyone's just scared to lose their job now because, holy crap, things just got real.
Yeah, when stuff hits the fan.
Yep, when stuff hits the fan.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chris Grant knew how to win trades. He was just horrible drafting. He should really join the Indians front office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really loving that rim shot tonight.
You are.
I'm really rim shot happy. Really. But, no, as I was saying, the Cavs, yeah, not pretty. Deion Waiters had a nice game yesterday against a bunch of rookies and sophomores.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all that he's good against.
Honestly, I'm going to stick up for Deion Waiters here.
You can stick up for Deion Waiters all you want.
Gets so much hate from Cleveland fans,
he deserves
from the media. Why? He's a sophomore.
He is a poor man's Kyrie Irving. He's a crybaby about it.
Uh-huh.
He gets kicked out of practice. He's a troublemaker. I don't want him. There's a reason no one really wanted him. The Cavs took him.
The Lakers wanted him. The Bulls wanted him.
Okay, let's see here. The Bulls can handle one player like Deion Waiters because they have a great infrastructure. I mean, look at how good they're doing, and they lost Derrick Rose to injury, and they traded away Luol Deng, and they're still winning. Cavs can't do that, and they freaking don't lose anyone to injury.
Let me tell you something about Deion Waiters.
What do you?
Are you ready for my bold claim of the day? My bold, ridiculous claim of the day.
Let's hear it.
If you trade Deion Waiters to the right team, he will, in 5 years, be better than Kyrie Irving.
No.
I mean that.
Again, no.
I mean that.
Again, no.
I think he's not as good of a distributor as Kyrie.
Not like Kyrie's that great. That's the thing.
Not that he's that great. Okay, he's a shooting guard.
You're right, he's a shooting guard.
I think he can score better.
So what do you think? He's going to become Dwayne Wade?
I think he could be a poor man's Dwayne Wade. Yeah, a poor man's Dwayne Wade.
I could see him being a poor man's Dwayne Wade with this season in those 10 games that he's been injured and missed. I don't I want him
Kyrie
gone.
Irving,
I want him traded for 20 cents on the dollar because that's all he's worth to me is 20 cents on the dollar.
You know what Kyrie Irving is? He's Monte Ellis.
Kyrie Irving is not Monte Ellis.
He's Monte Ellis. He puts up good numbers, but he can't win.
Kyrie Irving can win. Kyrie Irving is not meant to be a superstar on a team like this. If he's the second fiddle, if he is the second best player on he can be the second best player on a championship team. Yes, he can be.
No, he can't.
When LeBron comes back, he
refuses to be the second best player. He's a ball hog.
No, we don't have a second best player. He's the best player on